Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Al-Azza. Today we'll be talking about the Expressionist movement and comparing the common thing between the non-artists. So what's the Expressionist movement? The Expressionist movement initiated in Germany in the early 20th century. The classic era of the movement lasted between 1905 and 1920. The Expressionist movement developed especially as a response to the emergent disputatious relationship between humanity and the world due to lost feelings of spirituality and authenticity, courtesy of urbanization. Artists within this classic movement were inspired by the late 19th century symbolist waves and the prevailing shift toward psychological and emotional representation. Moving to the early categories, the classic expressionism was characterized by various subgroups as follows. Die Bruck. This group consisted of several renowned artists, including Karl Ritolf and Ernest Kirchner. This group of artists composed their works specifically to elicit viewers' emotional responses. They preferred utilizing unnatural pigments to create distorted and jarring forms. Some members employed different graphic techniques to incorporate reductive and primitive aesthetics in their works. The second group is Der Blaue Ritter. This subgroup consisted of some influential names including Wassily Kandinsky and Franz Marc. This category focused principally on abstraction as a means of creating spiritual origin and symbolic content. The third one is French Expressionism. This entailed a markedly elastic category of expressionists that employed creativity to develop diverse and individualized expressionism products. This group utilized different techniques, including color and distortion concepts, to recreate Fauvism, Cubism, and Symbolism forms as eccentric motifs. The last one is Austrian Expressionism. Artists in this group exhibited a particular affiliation to the original techniques and preferences of early expressionists. Specifically, artists such as Oscar and Egon produced works that reflected the personalized versions of the initial German expressionism. And now Amjad will talk about contemporary expressionism.
Hi all, my name is Amjad Albani. I'm going to talk about the contemporary expressionism. The post-1920 era saw expressionism evolve into two period categories, including new objectivity and new expressionism. New objectivity artists such as Otto Dix and Max Beekman preferred to incorporate objective and unsentimental concepts in their works. Most of these artists produce naturalistic depictions of urban landscapes and people. On the part, new expressionism artists such as Islam Kafir and George Puzzles tend to exhibit an affinity to the classic expressionist movement's principles. They incorporated antagonistic attitudes and avant-garde concepts. And now Muad will take it from here. He will talk about the simple arts and works with Wesley Kandinsky.
Hi, I'm Mu'adh Al-Bloui, and I'm going to talk about Wesley Kandinsky. Wesley Kandinsky is arguably among the most celebrated expressionists. Kandinsky utilized the concept of spirituality in his works. He derived inspiration from the inner necessity to create unity of sensation. The artist in his early works focused on recreation of driving symbolism and operatic composition on canvases. Later, he began producing works of biomorphic composition, and he's usually using flat plans of colors. And now Majid al-Malki will continue talking about Wesley Kandinsky on his other works.
Hi, my name is Majid Malki. To continue talking about Wesley, in his work, Blue Mountain, Kandinsky utilizes naturalistic forms to produce an abstract expressionist product characterized by highly distorted and unnatural colors. The work is produced using vibrant and expressive heavy brush strokes, bright colors, and dark outlines. The use of unnatural color is particularly apparent in the artist's inscription of a blue mountain bounded by red and yellow trees. In this painting, the artist aimed to boast a sense of hope in an era that was characterized by unceasing chaos and conflicts. This message is especially derived from the inclusion of horsemen of the apocalypse in the painting. And now we're gonna learn more with Abdurrahman.
Hello, my name is Abdurrahman, and I'm going to talk about Jackson Pollock. As an expressionist, Jackson Pollock also focused extensively on producing abstract expressionism works by combining radical abstract style with drip techniques. Also, Pollock placed a particular emphasis on pictorial space, using the canvas as an arena for imagination. He also developed several radical works in which line was detached from color using drip techniques. Moving now to my friend who will continue talking about Jackson Pollock.
Hello, my name is Ryan, and continuing talking about Jackson Pollock, Pollock's 1943 mural entails a typical illustration of his radical approach to abstract expressionism. In this work, the artist utilizes thin brush strokes of pale yellow and black to create intimate, decorative patterns in great scale. The highly distorted and disproportionate elements depicts flawed animal figures. According to the artist, the painting depicts a stampede of cows, horses, antelopes, and buffaloes. The work elicits an overreaching expression capturing a burst of energy. And now we will leave it on with Faiz.
Hello, my name is Faiz, and I am going to talk about Lee Krasner. Lee Krasner, like Kandinsky and Pollack, was principally an abstract expressionist. The artist produced different types of artworks, including paintings, charcoal drawings, and collages. Krasner did not have a particular technique since she utilizes a broad variety of styles, such as bright colors versus monochrome, hard-edged versus open forms, and Baroque action versus classic structure. Her work depicts the central theme of organic imagery and modernity. Next, with the final slide, is Mohammed Al-Hasmi.
Hello, thank you, Faiz. My name is Mohammed Al-Hazmi, and we can see visibly Kranz's 1955 milkweed painting entails an abstract expression that utilizes naturalistic form to recreate sense of drama and chaos, crafted using clear-cut fragments from previous canvas work. The artwork depicts a circular rhythm that is interrupted by vertical movement created by thin white and dark green stripes. And thank you for listening today and hear all the references that we use.